This video is sponsored by SCDkey.com. SCDkey.com is a marketplace website where you can purchase game keys and software keys with no hassle. SCDkey.com offers a legit Windows 10 Pro key for only $17. This is the same keys I use on my PC builds. But to make it more awesome, they will be giving another 12% discount. Just type our coupon code XTNC to get it for only $15. You now have your legit Windows 10 key license all set, but in a more affordable price. If you're in the Philippines, purchasing is very easy. You can use PayPal, Paymaya, or GCash. Visit scdkey.com now. I'll put the link in the video description below. So thank you scdkey.com for sponsoring this video.
Hey guys, Xtian here and welcome to another video. Being a YouTuber, I always have to deal with so many media files, especially videos and photos. And habang tumatagal, dumadami na yung mga files dito sa hard drive ko to the point na napupuno ko na pati yung mga external hard drives ko. So I have to resort on deleting the raw files and instead only keeping the final renders to save space for archiving. So when I have to go back to a video, wala na akong options aside sa mga final renders ko noon na uploaded na sa YouTube. Not only that, I was also afraid of this being wiped out when something fails. For example, a hard drive. And since wala akong external or offsite backups, everything will be lost in case of a drive corruption or failure. And then recently, my YouTube was hacked. And my computer got infected then with some malware. Kinabahan ako syempre kasi baka mamaya na-access na ng mga hacker yung iba kong files, especially the sensitive ones. So there's something na kailangan natin gawin regarding these concerns. So dito na ngayon papasok si Synology and their DiskStation DS920 Plus, NAS or Network Storage. So Christian, what is a NAS? Ito yung mga storage servers na connected sa network mo so that multiple people on the same network can access the files at the same time. More than just a NAS, napakaraming features nitong DS920 Plus. And I'll talk you through that sa video na to. Pero bago ang lahat, tingnan muna natin kung ano yung nasa box and design nito. The Synology DS920 Plus is a 4-bay NAS which I think has a minimalistic design approach. I mean, there's not much to it aside sa Synology logos sa magkabilang side, which also serves as a air intakes. The toolless drive cages, which is nice, making their hard drive adding or hot swaps very easy, which can be locked and unlocked by using the included drive bay keys. Meron din siyang LED then which functions as a status indicators and one USB 3.0 sa front side. Nothing fancy gaya ng mga LCDs but pwede na rin as it does the job. So sa likod meron kayong makikitang dalawang 92mm fans which dissipate the heat from the drives, which are speed adjustable through the DSM interface. 2GB Ethernet ports which you'll use to connect it on the router. Nagsusupport po sila ng link aggregation and load balancing. Although, hindi sila pwedeng pagsamahin in order to make it 2 gigabits per second. There's also another USB 3.0 port which you can use to attach USB devices such as flash drives for file sharing. As well as reset button, Kensington lock for hardware security, power adapter, and eSATA port which you can use to expand it with Synology's DX517 5-bay expansion unit. If yung 4 drive bays nito ay kulang pa para sa inyo. So sa bottom naman, you'll find the 2 NVMe SSD slots which you can use to create SSD caches for faster read and write performance. Okay to if you frequently access the files like you're using it as your primary storage for editing, since makakatulong ang faster cache and I/O throughput when it comes to editing applications. Inside, you'll find the 2 RAM or memory slots, which is by default is configured to have one 4GB of DDR4 and expandable siya hanggang 8GB. There's the 4 SATA HDD slots, as well as the Intel Celeron J4125 4-core processor which is used to process all the stuff happening. Sa totoo lang, para din talaga siyang computer but more like a server computer. You can also use this as a DLNA media server like Plex or the built-in apps, as it can transcode files to enable media streaming on multiple devices such as smartphones, TVs, and tablets. Well, build-wise, mukha naman siyang matibay, although seemingly made of plastic and metal sa loob ng drive base. Yung metal guys, nandun sa loob. Hindi nyo makikita. So yun, sa labas lang siya, plastic. Since I said earlier, para siyang computer, it has its own interface where you can interact in the form of DSM or Disk Station Manager, or in short, the operating system of the server. As you can see, web browser based ito, and with the release ng bagong DSM 7.0, everything was almost revamped to provide a better UI and experience. For me, it is one of the best web OS that I've used. No-brainer na dahil sa sobrang dali nitong gamitin. Maganda ang user interface nung bagong operating system, and that makes the user experience and configuration much better. So napakadali lang niya i-set up. May quick start guide na kasama which you can read, but to give you an idea, you just have to install yung mga drive dito sa mga base. In my case, I used the 2TB drives from Seagate, which is yung Ironwolf NAS drives. So Ironwolf is designed for network attached storage po. Yan. So yun po yung gamit natin ngayon. So maraming salamat Seagate dito sa dalawang 2TB na hard drive. Then after nun, plug nyo na lang tong yung power brick dito sa may NAS natin. Tapos isasaksak nyo ng Ethernet cable papunta sa router or network switch mo. And then head on to either the Synology Web Assistant or dun sa HTTP DiskStation 5000 para makita nyo na yung NAS into the network. If you did everything correctly, dapat lalabas na yan. So there will be asked to set it up by installing the DSM, which takes from 10 to 15 minutes, depende sa bilis ng internet mo. Set it up by creating a Synology account. Configure mo lang yung Quick Connect or yung feature nila to access your files anywhere around the world. Basta may internet ka and the NAS is also turned on and connected to the internet. Yan. So ako nga, nangyayari sa amin, nung editor ko, si Bryan, nangyayari is binigyan ko siya ng access dito sa NAS ko. So nag-create kami ng folder para doon. So for example, yung kay Bryan na folder, so doon ko dinadrop yung mga files. For example, nag-create ako ng video or yung raw file para ma-edit niya, doon ko na dinadrop yon or doon ka na sinesave yon. Then, ida-download na lang niya. So, you know, sobrang napapadali yung buhay namin. So, hindi na kailangan pumunta ni Bryan dito para mag-edit. So, doon na siya sa bahay nila, doon na siya mag-edit. And yun. Then, you can create the volumes, folders, users, and setting permissions, which is important especially since it is connected on a network. Multiple users can access the files at the same time. So for security, you can restrict access on certain users at certain folders. And of course, by making it user-based, you can just limit many things, making your data more secure. Meron din mga apps which you can use such as surveillance, mail, web, and media servers. Even virtual machines which you can use to run any operating system you want as long as kaya ng hardware nito. And web apps such as WordPress, Drupal, or more if you're into that. There's also mobile apps which you can use to access files and media quickly. On the hard drives, the Seagate Ironwolf series that I use are designed and recommended for NAS applications. Ang kaibahan nila from the regular drives such as Seagate Barracuda kasi is that they're designed for prolonged operations like 24/7 at close proximity with other drives. So they were designed to be more vibration resistant and higher endurance ratings compared to the regular ones. They're also available on higher capacities, longer warranty periods, and usually come with their data rescue service along with the warranty. For the drive configuration, there's support for multiple RAID options such as SHR or Synology Hybrid RAID, which is recommended. But you can also use other options such as RAID 0, 1, 5, 6, 10, and JBOD. Yung mga options na yan ang magdidikta if how your drive redundancy is. Ilang drives ang pwede mag-fail before you lose any data, or how fast are the speeds of those drives. For the drive performance, since this only supports 1 gigabit connection, theoretically, you'll get around 100 to 100 megabytes per second transfer speeds on a single link. At its price, I hope meron sanang possibility for at least 2.5 gigabit or even 10 gigabit to make it future ready. Unfortunately, wala. Backing up the files is very easy. So if you want it automated, you can use the built-in Synology Drive application. Pwede kang mag-create ng backup task which will make versions of your files from the PC to the server. And you can go back in time to see older versions or revisions of a file. Like for example, a document which was revised. Ganun lang kadali. So if you want it manually naman, you can just copy files from your PC to a folder inside the NAS. And since the files can be accessed remotely through Quick Connect, malaking tulong ito kung nasa malayo ka and you need to get something from the NAS. Kailangan nakabukas ito and naka-connect sa internet in order for this to work. Simply go to the Quick Connect link provided nung sinetup mo and then log in with the user account you made sa DSM. And then go to the file station, get the file, and you're done. In my case kasi, I can also use it to send video and script files sa editor ko na si Bryan, which is working remotely then. And you can also access it to send back files like renders and finished files. So it enables multiple person collaboration not only locally, so within the sa network nyo, but also externally outside the network. So while maintaining security and privacy. In my opinion, if you share the same concerns like me, or kahit hindi ka naman content creator, but you have a lot of data or files in your hands, maybe it's a time to look forward to using a NAS. So the DS920 Plus is actually enough to handle most of what I'm currently doing. And marami pa akong pwedeng gawin dito like CCTV server, virtual machines in case I want to run some VMs like Windows or Linux for a long time. Automated backup, so I don't worry about backing things up, gawa ng madalas tayo ay busy. And of course, enhanced security for the files. My only concern is the price for $550. So yes, medyo mahal po siya considering this doesn't even come with any drives. And when are talking about drives, you can easily spend more dahil mahal din ang mga NAS recommended drives such as Seagate Ironwolf ones. Ito yung gamit ko ngayon. May iba pa namang cheaper options si Synology such as their 2-bay DS420 Plus, which is a lot cheaper than DS920 Plus, which comes with all the same features except lower hardware configurations. But considering what you can do with the Synology DS920 Plus and its ease of use and a lot of other features, I think justified naman yung pricing nito, especially if you want the hassle-free route. There's also a 3-year limited warranty, expansion options, and upgradability. So yun, share ko lang yung experience ko using the Synology DS920 Plus. Huge shoutout kay Synology for hooking this up, this product nila. Yan. Actually guys, ang tagal na nito sa akin eh. Ngayon ko lang siya na-feature sa channel. Yan. And also, huge shoutout din kay Seagate for providing yung dalawang Ironwolf na hard drive. So yan. So maraming salamat sa support. So yeah, there you have it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Ako upload si Xtian. So like the video, subscribe. I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye.